And Russia has the capabilities to send out even more malware now into the United States. So we need to be on high alert for what these kinds of attacks look like. And it's not just cyber attacks, but it's also disinformation campaigns. That's something that Russia has used in its toolbox for many years.
That's a very good point. In an intelligence assessment, U.S. cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike warned, quote, disruptive and destructive attacks against Ukraine are likely to have broader implications, including potential impacts to organizations based outside the country. And I was just thinking, too, even banks and hospitals, I mean, those are the big ones that I think it could truly be impacted by this. So what precautions right now are the U.S. government taking to protect the U.S.? And what should Americans keep an eye out for when it comes to potential hacking scams?
It's so important to remember, as you said, the infrastructure, right? Russia was behind one of the largest power outages in Ukraine quite a few years ago. They have those capabilities now. We've seen it occur in the US as well. So when we think about being proactive in the United States, the Biden administration has thrown quite a bit of money at cybersecurity in recent years. Biden has also issued memos and executive orders that have required new measures be put in place to be proactive. And it's about better cybersecurity and higher standards for protection. These messages also require that different government agencies work together. So we usually see the FBI and the NSA working in silos. With cybersecurity, we need all of these agencies to come together. So the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, the NSA, CISA, all of these entities have to focus on cybersecurity as a huge priority.
And DHS recently announced the creation of a cyber safety review board as a means to improve cybersecurity across the country. So, Leeza, what can we expect to see from this board? What specific issues should the board tackle when it comes to protecting us?
It's so exciting to see this new board, and it's really important to come at this time when we're seeing these potential attacks from Russia and other nation states as well. This board is made up of 15 cybersecurity powerhouse players in the public sector, in government, and in the private sector. The goal of this new board is to review all cybersecurity threats that they come across and pick apart what happened and how to better protect themselves moving forward. This public-private partnership should lead to information sharing and better procedures moving forward as well. It's so important because, as we see, especially in the private entity world, it's embarrassing sometimes to admit that you've suffered a cyber attack. Right. And unless the law requires you to say that you did, you might try to hide it as best you can. When we threat share, when we share information about what we've seen and experienced, it helps us learn and grow. It's so important as a country to come together, public and private.
Lastly, I want to ask you about this story with Metaverse because it certainly earned its way back into the headlines after a woman reported she was sexually harassed and attacked on the virtual reality social media platform. What problems do you see, Leeza, arising as users try to explore this new concept of virtual reality? I was reading the report, and it's one of those things where you can see so many people now, possibly arrests happening because people are getting virtually attacked.
Exactly right. Meta's been in the news lately for some really bad problems. We saw the stock dip issue. We've seen issues with the Metaverse itself having trouble coming to fruition. And right now we've seen these cases of assault and harassment happening in the Metaverse for people that are testing its beta platforms, and they report problems to Meta. And this is something that we're going to experience moving forward because some people say, the phrase goes, nobody on the internet knows you're a dog, right? If you're behind your computer, you feel safer, it's anonymous, etc. But Meta has realized they need to put in proactive measures. So after they saw quite a few incidents of harassment and assault within the Metaverse itself, which can be very alarming to people using it because it's supposed to be an immersive experience, they really feel like it's happening in real time to them personally. They put in place this personal bubble. So you really have a shield from anybody coming into your personal space. You can activate that at any time. Is that enough? Probably not, and certainly not for users that are under a certain age, for minors or children that use the Metaverse.
Yeah, that's frightening. All right, Leeza, always great to get your expertise in all of this. We appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.